welcome to this YouTube channel. Now, today's video, it's not going to be like a get ready with me or something that I usually do. It's about like something that happened in class today that kind of bothers me about what our teacher said. I'm not going to say in which subject, who's the teacher or anything, and I understand that teacher's opinion about this situation. Now, basically, what the teacher said is that teenagers can't have stress. And I totally disagree with that because we also have a lot of pressure on our backs and everything. And I know adults, grown ups, everything like that, all they have way more stress than we do. They have taxes and children maybe that they need to take care of and like jobs that they need to stress about. And I know in some way I understand, but also I disagree in a way. Now, if you're wondering why I have a pen, I took notes about this topic because I know some of the people that are watching this can take this offensive, and some of them might be like, oh, that I understand. Now, me posting this, I can or I can get cancelled, or people will start to understand me more. This can go like a two-way road that we have right now. Now, that's just like what happened in the class and where I got this video idea from. Let me just catch my breath. I'm always out of breath when I talk too fast and I don't breathe. Yeah, but the topic of the video idea that I had is no, let me just tell you what happened in class and then I'll tell you how I got to the topic. So basically, I tried to explain to the teacher, teenagers can also have stress. We don't have the same amount of stress that maybe adults have. Like, I know some of the teenagers, they have a lot on their plate, like with sports, their parents, school, maybe they have a after school job that they're stressing about. Like, in a way, we can also almost have the same stress they have, or not even close at all. Like I said, it's like a two-way road for like an adult and a teenager, because you can have a lot of stress as a teenager but also a lot of stress as an adult, or not a stress at all as an adult and not at all stress like as a teenager, if you're understanding what I'm saying. So I try to explain to the teacher, and like, maybe our stress is coming from overthinking everything, and like we overthink a situation and then we stress about it. Or maybe we're stressed about the situation and we overthink it. Now, this is where my idea of the topic came up. Like, I was in English and I was like, I have a video idea, and I was writing it down on a piece of paper that I found in my bag. But the topic of this video is like, is stress caused by overthinking, or is overthinking caused by stress? Now, like I said, this is also a two-way road that can go, because some people believe if they overthink a situation, they stress about it. Like, I'm one of those people. I overthink a situation. Let's talk about the test. Like, we wrote a math test, and I know I did good. Like, I felt I did good in everything, but it's like I was so overthinking. I was like, what if I did bad? What if I didn't get the point I want? I did, by the way, we got our points today. But I was so overthinking it because, like, in the past, like, this is where the overthinking also comes in about your past. And then, like, in my past, I did bad at this. So what if I'm doing bad at this now? Even though you got better at it, but now you're, like, sitting here and you're overthinking the situation again. Like, it's a ongoing mindset that you have that you need to work on to change. That I'm working on that. But, like, I was really bad at math, like in grade 8, grade 10, grade 9. I'm grade 10 right now, sorry. And now I'm starting to do better. And I was like so overthinking the situation. I was like, what if I got a bad mark on this test? And I know that test was so easy. Like, then I was so stressed about the points, because I heard we were getting like our points, like our marks, basically our math marks, math results points today. I was like, the whole day I was like, oh, it's fine, I'm gonna do good. But when I like sat in that class and the teacher like handed out the papers, all that thoughts like came running back to me, and like I was like, I'm gonna fail, I'm not gonna have a good mark. And like I passed. Like, if you're understanding in a way that I'm explaining, I hope you do, because I'm like a little, I'm all over the place right now. But like I said, like maybe your overthinking is the cause of your stress. Like, now let's take an other person's opinion. Like, I don't know, let's call this person Samantha. Okay, now Samantha here thinks her stress is the cause of her overthinking. So she is like sitting there. Let's take the same example, like the math test, like a test. Now let's take another test, like a biology test. Now she's sitting there stressing about what she's gonna get, what the questions are gonna be, and now she's starting to overthink. And she's like, what if those questions are asked and I didn't study that page? Or what if they give us all the questions that we didn't study? Like, now she's overthinking that because she's stressing about it. Now this little topic is like the chicken and the egg example. Now a study has shown that there isn't really a right or wrong answer. Like, it's an opinion answer. Like, you have this opinion, I have that opinion, and we can't, like, we're all gonna argue about it, or like, yeah, argue about it, or like talk about it if we have different opinions, like, because we want to understand each other, but we're not really, because our mindsets are different in these situations. Now me thinking my overthinking is the cause of my stress, and Samantha thinks her stress is the cause of her overthinking. Because maybe, let's say, Samantha has a competition tomorrow, and she's so stressed about it. So before she goes on stage, or let's say before she goes on the stage, she's like, what if I forget my speech? What if I forget a move? She's overthinking it, so she stresses. There is my opinion back. Like, she's overthinking, so she's stressing. But she thinks she's stressing, now she's overthinking. It's like a whole little ball with two opinions that is like, it keeps mixing up with each other. And now obviously, if I want to like go really deep into this topic, I also need like someone else's opinion that differs with mine. And sadly, I don't have someone with me right now to talk about this. So I'm trying to understand Samantha's opinion and my opinion. It's really like messy in my brain right now, even though I wrote stuff down. Like, I keep bringing like my own examples in, so it's messing with my planning. But in a way, these two opinions are the same, but they are so different from each other. It's like the chicken and the egg. Which one was first, the egg or the chicken? Like, you need a chicken to lay the egg, but you need an egg to hatch a chicken. It's like so the same, but so different at the same time. So confusing at the same time. Like, it's an on and off situation with the opinions and everything. And like with my teacher that I had this conversation with, the teacher is Samantha in this little story example thing. Like, the teacher Samantha now differs from my opinion. The teacher thinks, no, not that, can't be that, no, wrong. And like, me is like, no, right, my opinion is right, it makes more sense, and everything like that. So it's like an on and off situation that you have with someone. You keep arguing about it, but no one like gets to the right answer, mainly because there isn't a right answer. And I think there was like 3 kids in our class that like agreed with the teacher, like, okay, you have your opinion, I have mine. There were some kids that were like who also had the same opinion as me. So I was like, okay, our opinion makes more sense to me than their opinion makes more sense to them. So they didn't understand my opinion, I didn't understand their opinion. But mainly I think is stress caused by overthinking, or is overthinking caused by stress? It's like a whole mindset that you have. And we're not really like gonna understand each other unless we like, I don't know, we give a lot of examples, and like maybe I'll start understanding Samantha's little mindset, and maybe she'll understand my little mindset. But this is a two-way road type of situation, but both of the roads are gonna end up at the same place one day. But they're like so far apart, but they're gonna come together. But they're so far apart. It's like about the same topic, but 2 different opinions. If you guys are like understanding what I'm saying. Basically, what I'm saying is there isn't really a right or wrong answer. It's a 2 opinion subject. So, like I said, like for the 14th time now, it's a 2 opinion answer. There isn't a right or wrong. You might think you're right, and the other person might think you're wrong, and the other person might think they're right, and you may think they're wrong. You're not really gonna have like a closed, secured answer. It's always gonna be like up in the air. The answer is just gonna float around, and you'll never really, and you can't really like grab the answer like, okay, I'm right. No, sir, you're wrong. So it's not gonna work. So basically what I'm trying to explain is the 2 opinions. You have your own opinion, they have their own opinion. You can't really like make them understand you. You can make them understand you, really try. They're not fully gonna understand you, and you're not fully gonna understand them. So you just need to like make peace with that and understand that. So I think that is what I was trying to say. But it's like a 2-way road, ends up at the same place, but still a 2-way road, so far apart, but so close to the same thing. So yeah. If that helped you guys understand the situation thing, and if you ever like thought of it, and I hope my explanation of the situation helped you guys. I am not an expert at this. I'm just saying I am a teenager that is just like giving my opinion to you guys and sharing my thoughts with you guys. So I hope you guys understand in a way. If you're one of the Samantha and you believe in the other opinion, I hope you guys understand my opinion a little more, and maybe leave your own opinion down in the comments so I can understand Samantha's opinion more in a way. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys like is starting to understand the little situation. But I hope you guys subscribe, like this video, and turn on the post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a video. And like I said, leave a comment down below so I can know what your opinions are. Bye guys.